Alright, here it goes. In this lesson we're going to learn how to do clothes and wrinkles in fabric. One of the subscribers, XX Burnett, was asking if I could do a video like this, so I'm going to try it out. I'm going to see how I do. And I just want to say, thank you so much for everyone who subscribed so far and who left me comments on my art and everything. I just want to thank you a lot because it really does. It means so much. I'm getting excited. I mean, the more people I get, the more videos I'll do and more tutorials and things. I'm really getting pumped. I'm like, yeah. And I'm also excited because I found this awesome program, Manga Studio, and I love this program. So if you want to learn more about it, check it out. But for clothing, let's get started. In terms of clothing, the important thing is to remember always what is underneath the cloth. That's the key to really doing clothes. I'm still getting used to this pressure sensitive pen, so it's kind of a little bit tricky. But yeah, so for this spear shape, it would look something like that, where the cloth is down, and where a pyramid, it'd be more like follow that point, which this is kind of basic, I guess, cloth etiquette you could say, but it's the idea that whatever form lies under is what the creases are going to be like, stuff like that. So say these are just general cloths. So these two, I did another form. I say this is a rod. It's curved coming down like so. And these kind of just hug like that and then come like that. And so these are pretty simple, basic curves that the cloth is coming. Then you see it behind like so. This would be darker. There's another one. Then like a rectangular shape where if it was lying, say this is the edge of the table, you know, the cloth would look something like that. Maybe you have a few creases like that, coming up, coming in, down. But overall, you know, it would be coming like this. Something like that. Or curve. So the way cloth and fabric works, and also it's dependent on the type of cloth, which I'll get into, but the way it simply works is it contours whatever surface it's on. So here we have like a log shape. So if you're just on a log, maybe come over. This could be an arm, for example, and just depending, you know, where it's falling, it's all an effect of gravity. It's kind of like you have to constantly think about the physics of it. So say if that's a log and it's coming down. And so here's a person I drew, and I apologize in advance. The sketches of the people are not too good that I did because I just wanted to focus on the cloth, so I'm sorry, but if proportions are right. Anyway, say simple t-shirt. So I'm just doing the outline. Now t-shirt, in this case, applying these same basic principles of the cloth, you know, these certain points is where you might see lines. You'd see like where the tension is, whereas they're called like anchor points. Wherever the points where the cloth is anchored to, that's where you'd see it. But for example, with the pants, it would be around the crotch area because these are like points where the cloth would anchor to. So it'd be something like that for drawing the pants, real brief. Something like so. I'm loving this pen. Then it come down. Oh, whoa! Then it come down like that. And so it'd be something like that for pants. Just simple. Just remember these points. So going back to here, so you can see now without the stuff off, that's kind of how the clothes would look in terms of creases and things. And then once again with you can see the objects behind it. So marking, I'm going to mark now with the red pen. These points there, of course this whole surface, these are all called the anchor points. Like right here, just wherever, the anchor points are pretty much where, you know, the cloth is hanging from. It's where is these points that the cloth gets caught up in. These creases right here, there'll probably be a crease right there. And these are the anchor points. So for example, this drawing right here, I'm going to make like a cloth in between these two poles. Anchor point would be this one, the anchor point would be that. So just think of it when you're drawing the cloth, think of it as gravity taking effect and where it would bunch up and how loose the cloth is. So for this right here, it'd be kind of like come down like so. It kind of like that. You know, you have all these creases. I'll get into the creases later on, but I just want to see show kind of the general properties. So kind of come in kind of like that, and so then whatever's on here would kind of maybe fall like so. It's like it's wrapping around. I would say, so if the cloth is touching the ground here, sometimes the cloth itself it'll bunch up like that. You'll have these kind of inner lines. This is kind of a real simple, just to get the effects of how the cloth falls, how it moves. So something like that. And once again, these are the two anchor points. So this is the first part I'm going to do, and I'm going to start on the second part. This is this. So I did some more sketches. I'll get to that. I love this program. This is cool. So here's some more basic drawings. So let's see. So for this right here, we'll make them have a long sleeve shirt. So here, about right here, there'll probably be pressure, but it's always under the armpit is where cloth usually gets bunched up. So it's kind of like that. And another point is right here, it kind of just gets scringed up, kind of pushed up like so. And the elbow would be loose, but it come in like that. So something like that for the sleeve. And then right here, so with this sleeve, if this is the anchor point, you know, where the cloth is being folded, it probably looks somewhat like you have these ridges on the top, but constantly where the bottom is kind of being pulled. Maybe you have some creases here. And then for the pants, you know, this is an anchor point. So something like this for the pants, wherever there's anchor. And here it would bunch up. The cloth would just kind of pile up, kind of crease. And just when you're drawing cloth in general, you know, like I said before, depending on the fabric and stuff, it's up to you as the artist to make it as creased as you want. Like, it's all up to you how you want it to look. I mean, I'll put some examples on the right, I'll post some. But something like that for that. But I mean, it's all up to you, like if you want lots of creases, if you just want a few to get the point. But it's important to know how it creases. So like here, for example, if this is another long sleeve, here's would be the anchor point. So what's going to happen here, because the body is moving in such a pose, this, let me delete that, this is going to bunch up. This cloth up here is going to be loose, so you might have little bunched up ridges until you get to the end, kind of like that. Where here it's going to be pulling. It's going to pull just like that, because it's stretching the cloth, and also because of this pose where see if the body's kind of rotating. If I draw an arrow, it's kind of going in that direction. That means it's going to create tension here on the cloth, where it's being tucked into the pants, like so. So you're going to have tension there, and also here. So the cloth would be something like that. And for the pants, because it's more dynamic, you have creases coming in like that, looking something like that. Where these creases wouldn't be as bad, they maybe bunch up. But where the knee is, it would kind of follow this line. Oh my gosh, this pen's amazing, baby, I love this! Where it would kind of fall on this line, say they're jeans, and then it would just crease. You'd still have where these points are, so like here, then maybe towards the end it like open up a little. So something like that where it would just, it's all based on the tension, the pulls. So there's a basic thing. Then I drew a knee. These are all practicing. So say if it's jeans again.